Hey guys, welcome back to the Snapring Chronicles. Today we have a little bit of a tool haul, I'll call it. This is the stuff I picked up at the Long Island Tool Meet that usually meets every couple of months. And this past Thursday, or this Thursday tonight, or yesterday, because this is probably going to come out on Friday. I went on Thursday and I picked up some tools and I met some interesting people, very nice people, a couple of fans of the show, and I also met Scoutcrafter, which he usually comes out to this event, and it's always good to see him. And let's just jump into this and see what I picked up. Let's start with these knives. Here's an old Stanley, number 199. I think this is pretty light. I think these are aluminum handles, made in USA. Blades inside. There's no blades inside of this, but someone painted it there, which they did an okay job painting the handle. They did a little red insert, so there you go. And I think I paid $1 for that. And I got this little Imperial USA small little knife. I like collecting these little knives. When I see them, they usually I find them pretty cheap, and this one was $1. So if I find them, and there's like millions of them out there, if I see them really cheap for $1 or $2, I'll pick them up. And what else we have here? Didn't get too many ratchets, just this one, and there's another ratchet here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's buried under here. So actually, it's two of the same ratchets. This one, they're both SKs. One is SK Tools, same model as this one. This one is the old SK Diamond model there, and it has the latest or the last of the patents for this design, which is there you go, 2232477. So this would put these after the 40s, like mid 40s on, when the patent was I think the patent was from 1941. So anything with the patent on it with the 477 is usually after. According to Alloy Artifacts, usually after the early 40s. So I just this one I picked up for $3, and this one I picked up for $2. This one's in pretty bad shape. For some reason, this the mechanism doesn't fit properly, and it's pretty wobbly, and it's missing the ball detent. But the spring, I did find the spring in there, and maybe I'll repeen it if I can find the ball. I hope this isn't really hard where I have to like get a sledgehammer out, but I don't know, I might do that. But actually what would probably be better is to replace this whole mechanism. I did switch the mechanisms to see if it was the head or the mechanism, and this mechanism fit in here fine without this problem. So it's probably just this mechanism, I don't know, worn out or something. But I picked that up, these two up, and I picked up some wrenches. Here's a John Deere, and I was kind of excited to get this one, but in all the excitement, I didn't even notice that this is a Taiwan ratchet. I thought it was a USA ratchet, but still not bad. They got paid. I got six for $5, and included was, here's a Thorson USA, and I really like this Thorson. It's got some nice contours to it here, and it has the plate that sticks up, and kind of like these sword shaped contours, indents, look pretty nice. So that's a 17 millimeter, and the John Deere was 18. And I got this 15 millimeter Eastco. No, this is the Napa. But I think these were made by Eastco because I picked up this 12 millimeter Eastco, and you can see it's the same design. So Eastco made these for Napa, and Eastco also made ratchets for Napa, and so on around this period. So yeah, if you see a Napa like this, or you see a familiar looking Napa that looks like almost like a Craftsman ratchet, it's made by Eastco, the people who made ratchets for Craftsman. And here's a PNC, and I picked this one up because it's really thick. And it's really thick, so I was like, this looks like an interesting piece. So this is a 3/4, it's a 2.7, 2.4, and I'm not sure, but maybe this was made by Proto. I think Proto might have, at some point, they did have P and C, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe it might be Proto, I'm not sure. And I found this piece. It's a J.H. Williams & Co. And this is the 967A offset. And it looks like it's like a tire iron, but kind of small. And you know me, I like Williams stuff, so I saw this and I was like, I've never seen one before, so I picked this one up. And I'm not sure even what size it is. Maybe 3/4, maybe. I'm not sure. It doesn't even have the size on it that I can see. But alright, I got that. These 6 pieces, like I said, were $5 on another gentleman that was there was selling this old Crescent tool. This is Crestalloy. This is the older Crestalloy, according to Alloy Artifacts. If you guys want to know anything about tools, just jump onto Alloy Artifacts if any tools show up that you don't know anything about, or any makes, or any companies. And usually they'll have, for the most part, they'll have a write-up and pictures and everything. It's like an encyclopedia online of tools, mostly American tools, older tools. And according to them, Crestalloy started, the name Crestalloy was from the 30s, and I think it continued into the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. So this is probably, I have no idea, but somewhere in there, maybe 40s, who knows. But seems to be in decent shape. There's some pitting. If it had, it looks like there was some coating on here, probably chrome, maybe something else, but seems pretty tight, good quality, good shape. If I find these cheap, I picked them up. 10-inch, this was $2. I found this pair of side cutters, this, which I'm happy has a pretty good engraving or stamping of the old Klein & Sons logo. Pretty well defined there. Usually a lot of times you find these old Kleins and the logos will be pretty faded out. You can hardly make it out, but this one is very nicely defined. And this one, the cutters, you can see they have a couple of dimples in places, but I did cut where it was meeting, and it did cut pretty good. And I picked up these for $1 from the same guy who I bought the Crystalloy from, the Crescent. And there was another gentleman there, and he has usually some interesting tools. This time was no exception. This is this is another adjustable wrench. This is more modern. I think I paid $2 for this, which it seemed cool. And I tell you honestly, the only reason I picked this up is because it had a screw that you can take apart. If it just had a pin, I would have probably left it, but it was in good shape, and it had a screw which you can actually take apart. So I think I said $2. Yeah, $2 for that. And here's kind of a mash of thumb screws or whatever. Little thumb ratchets. This one, nothing. Oh, I'll take that back. This isn't ratcheting. But here's a Craftsman USA 41390, and this is like a little thumb ratchet, not ratcheting, but one of those little thumb wheels, and it has a magnet. And this piece I don't think is Craftsman or it goes with it, but here's like a little 1/4 inch along the same lines, kind of another thumb wheel, because you can attach a ratchet to that and also to this. And for this mosh, I paid $1 for that. And I got this little wrench, which, I like little tools. Here's a gear wrench, and this is 6mm, and it's ratcheting, which I thought was cool. Ratcheting little gear wrench, 6mm. I paid $2 for that. And what else is over here? And I picked up this Bonnie. This is like an open, I forgot what they call these, but you know what these are. These wrenches that are open-ended. This one, they're pretty big, but they're short. They're not too long. This wrench isn't too long for the sizes, I think. It's a 3/4 on this side and a 1 inch on this side, which is pretty big for just this small throw that it has. But Bonnie, this is RF54, and for you Bonnie guys out there, I know you guys are really into your Bonnie, which is cool. I don't really see Bonnie that much, so I picked it up. Here's a Craftsman. It's like an older Craftsman, is it? Yeah, it has the A with the pointy A on top. So kind of an older Craftsman. The F maker's mark. Not sure who that is. I haven't had time to go check it out. But this is like kind of a 90-degree screwdriver, flathead. Gives you a bunch of angles. Gives you a kind of up and down, horizontal, and on this end gives you like a canted this way, and that way is canted that way, I guess, for whatever. However the screw head is positioned, you have some way of getting to it. And I don't think I've ever seen one like this, so I picked it up. It's $1 for that. The Bonnie was $1 also. And I guess the most interesting thing about this haul was this set of 4 Wrench King, made in USA, and 3/4, half, 9/16, and 5/8, and kind of a gimmick tool. I don't know if you guys ever seen these or know much about them. I really didn't know much about them, but I guess I got sold by the gimmick. There's a a spring-loaded little ratcheting mechanism here that kind of, this wrench acts the open end, not the close end, but the open end acts, almost has like a ratcheting action to it. Not sure when these were made, but from the looks of them, looks maybe like 60s, maybe. I'm gonna make a guess, but let me grab this. Hold on, so I can just demonstrate. Here's my little screw tester, whatever, and you see that portion there is spring loaded, and here it kind of fits into the screw, the bolt there, and then you turn it, if I can turn it, and then when you want to go up, it kind of ratchets to the next position there. Interesting. The only thing is that, I mean, this can work sometimes, I guess, but there isn't like a lot of of that little mechanism here going on to the bolt head there. It just kind of grips the tip of the bolt on that side. It doesn't really go across much, so I can see this slipping if a lot of torque was needed to break a bolt or something. Kind of an interesting design. Like I said, a bit of a gimmick. Probably I wouldn't think a professional mechanic or anything would be relying on something like this, but kind of interesting. They do have hex plugs. I guess you can open them up, and this will slip out, and the spring will slip out also, and they'll have those plugs. See it there. So kind of something neat and a little bit interesting that I found. For this set, I did pay a little bit more. This set of 4 I paid $20 for, which I guess is okay. They're kind of, you don't see them every day, so I guess you gotta pay a premium for that. Alright guys, so that's about it that I picked up at the tool meet, and yeah, it was pretty fun. Finally, I think the last one was in October. They missed the one for Christmas, and so it was 4 months until the February one. Hopefully in 2 more months there'll be another one. Alright guys, until next time.